Alright guys, how's it going? And welcome to my first video on Football Manager 2016. Now I've not uploaded for around 7 months due to a number of reasons really. Mainly time, started a new job about a year ago, started a new one again today, but I felt that it was a time to just sit down, record, pop my head in the door, just say hello, and give you an update. I know a few of you know that I've been doing a Cobblers save, not whilst I've not been recording, as I do every year, and also got a couple of other things to talk about as well. I've got a new role within sort of Sports Interactive, not a paid role, it's voluntary. I'm now a researcher for Northampton Town, and it's a role that I'm really excited about. Once I iron a few things out, I'll get myself started. I'll be good. But yeah, it's something I'm really excited about. So I'm going to give you a rundown of what's gone on here for the first season or two. We're 2 seasons in, so it's quite a bit to catch up on. I'm sort of not playing it all the time, so there's been times where I'd play it for a bit, have a couple of weeks where I wouldn't play it, and then I'll come back to it. So you have to excuse me if I do forget things. So where do we start? Let's start with, I'll tell you what, we'll just start with results from last season. Last season was a bit of a weird one. I don't really remember where we finished, but we had a good end to the season. A really rough patch around here where we just couldn't string any wins together, which was quite frustrating. Just a very inconsistent season. I think we finished just outside the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. But this season's been a lot better. A bit of form, stringing a few wins together at a time, and it's put us, as you can see, 7th in Sky Bet League 2. As you can see, I've got IDs on. That's not because I'm cheating or anything like that, but for the research I have to use the editor, and obviously you need to use the IDs because that's how they use to identify certain players. So I've not got the editor actually loaded on the save. Let me just prove it, because people are being like, oh, you've got the editor on. Where are you? I don't even know where you find it. Here's game stats, isn't it? Is it here? Ah, there we go. In-game editor allowed? No. In-game editor used? No. So we just got to clear that up before people start getting suspicious. So yeah, this season a lot better. As I said, we find ourselves in 7th in the league after 31 games, with 10 points off for pace at the top with Notts County, 2 points clear of Luton. So I'll take you through the squad quickly. We've got Adam Smith in goal, and anyone that follows me on Twitter will know that I can't rate this guy highly enough in real life. He's an absolute, I don't know, he's probably one of the best goalkeepers I've ever seen in real life. And the only reason we've got him is because of a video that some people might know about last pre-season. He went on a pre-season tour of Thailand, I think. Ended up in a racist sex video. He wasn't racist, it was someone else that was racist, but he was in the video, got sacked by Leicester, and we took a chance on him and picked him up, and he's been insane this season. Any of the key players I need to show you? Max Powell's been absolutely outstanding this season. We got him on loan from Wigan for the season, and he's just been absolutely ridiculous. Not in terms of statistically, he's not fantastic. 5 assists, 1 goal, and that was a penalty. But average rating wise, pass success, man of the matches, he's just been fantastic. Just a really solid all round player. So that's really good. Ricky Holmes, probably one of my favourite Cobblers players, or probably my favourite Cobblers player at the minute. Just an absolute wizard on the wing. Why Portsmouth let him go, I have no idea. He's an unbelievable player for this level. As you can see, 9 goals, 8 assists, which isn't too bad. He's chipping in with goals and assists. So. Got Tom Hitchcock on loan from MK Dons. Scored 16 in 31 with 3 assists, which isn't too bad. Pretty solid player. Plays up top on his own. I'll show you formations and stuff shortly. Who else have we got? A few random players that I've signed that I've never really heard of. Enrico Pepe. Not really played many. Come off the bench a few times, but not bad for League 2, to be honest. Some pretty well-rounded stats, I think. Who else we got? Armando. Fading away a little bit physically, but not too bad. Again, pretty solid for the level that we're at the minute. Now, a few of you might have seen on the club screen that we've got our captain, we've got our vice captain, and our key player is John Arango, the Wonder Kid. Now, I approached to sign him at the beginning of the first season, knowing that I probably wasn't going to get a work permit, but just to try and sell him on for a bit of profit. And at the time, you know, he starts off with, you know, some good stats, not too bad. I clicked on him a minute ago before I started recording, just as I was doing a test. I randomly clicked on him, and I was pretty annoyed at how good he's got from not playing a single game for the club. Look at this. He's been here like a season and a bit, and he's not played a game, and his stats are still going up. Like, there's only a few that aren't going up. Just an absolutely ridiculous player that's just naturally progressing in the under-21s. And it's so annoying because he's worth £45,000 now. I can't offer him another work permit for another 19 days, I think, yeah. He's not got any caps, so he's probably not going to get a work permit, and his contract's up at the end of the next season. So it looks like we're going to end up losing him on a free transfer, but he's been here at the club. He's just been chilling in the under-21s and becoming an absolute tank. Look at him. What a player he'd be in League 2. Unbelievable. So that's a little bit frustrating. Tactics-wise, going... This is weird because this has been working, and possession-wise, I don't know... we look quite good on the ball, which is a bit weird. We lost the last game, but apart from that, we'd been doing alright. Like, a couple of draws, but first game we used, it was Forest Green, I believe. Or was it Plymouth? Might have been Plymouth. Where have you seen the massive... no, it's this one. 55% possession. Pretty dominant against Plymouth, I think. Yeah, look at that. We absolutely battered Plymouth, which was nice. All the goals coming in the first half, not a lot happened in the second half. Pretty boring. This is what I've been going with, but before this, I was going something like this. And for some reason, I just wanted to go a bit more attacking. And Max Power does a really good job as a ball-winning midfielder of just sitting in this gap here and front screening. So the front, the back, sorry, ends up sort of like this. The fullback's pushing on, Max Power just sits in here, and the two centre backs split, like not massively. They don't like become wing backs, but yeah, they're it's just going alright at the minute. Can't complain. I mean, I've not really played the game as much as I want to, but that's just because I've been quite busy. But transfers. Let's have a look. A couple of players have offered contracts to young players that I'm just trying to get some youngsters in, just to build for the future, really. Quite a lot of transfers this season. Let's have a look. Just loads of deadwood going out. Sold Xander Diamond for 29k. He went to Partick Thistle. He wanted to go. He's Scottish. He wanted to move back up north, I guess. Alfie Potter went out on loan and then went to Woking. That was it. Mark Richards, one of my favourite Cobblers players of all time, probably. Absolute beast. Has gone to Chester. Got 3 and 4. Which isn't too bad. Signed a couple of, again, young players. I think they've got Premier League experience. So he played for Hull when they were in the Prem. No, he didn't. He was at Hull when they were in the Prem. But I was at Wickham last season and got 6 goals and 2 assists, and got an average rating of 7.5 over 23 games. So that's not too bad, I suppose. He only played 1 game, but his match sharpness wasn't really... I probably shouldn't have played him, to be honest. A couple of more youngsters that I brought in. We've got a affiliation with West Brom, so that's why you see a couple of youngsters on loan from there. Really solid. They've done really well so far. So, yeah, not too bad at all. We've got Rasulo on loan for the first season, who had a really good season. Come back and couldn't really get in the team. So, he's back at MK now. George Green is still here. Really solid player. I think we had James Marsden from Coventry. He's linked with quite a few clubs at the minute, I think. And he did really well when he came in. Really solid player, so... In terms of future videos, I'm not entirely sure of how I'm going to do them. Pretty much I'm just going to sit down and record when I can, or when I feel like it. There's going to be no editing, like major editing. I'm just going to do it how I want to do it. I don't really pay attention to how others want to do it. If you do what you want to do, at the end of the day, do whatever makes you happy. It's what it's all about. Do your own thing, and if people want to hate, let them hate. But yeah, I am back for now. Hopefully you do come on this journey with me. Hopefully we can get back to the Premier League again, because that's the ultimate aim, is to get up into the Premier League, but we're a little bit off that at the minute. But we'll get there. I'm sure we will. We've got there for the last 3 or 4 years, and had some really good experiences on the way. Hopefully pick up a few regions. Who's looking for the next Craig Hunter? Ooh, blast from the past. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. This is the first time I've recorded for a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a good day, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.